Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Start waiting for the live stream to kickstart. Hopefully it's working. We haven't done these in a while. You can hear me loud and clear, Emma?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. My name is Oliver. I'm one of the co-founders of the Whisky List, and joining me tonight is our whiskey specialist, Emma Cookson.
Hi, everyone.
Emma, before we get into tonight's awesome agenda of giveaways and whatnot, what's in your glass? It's Friday night. We should pour something.
It's Friday night, and I'm an old lady, so I've got a peppermint hot chocolate. but it may wind up with a little bit of whiskey in it. I've got this brand new whiskey that I got gifted a bottle of to try, which I'm super excited about. New Australian core range blended whiskey, just delicious. I've already had it in like a whiskey apple juice, so I know I love it, and it might fall into my hot chocolate later. You never know.
Awesome. It sounds good. I'm trying to clear my shelves up, so I found some bottles to kill. This is a Whiskey Exchange Whiskey Show exclusive 20-year-old Ardbeg, 57.2% ex-hoggy, so you know my jam.
Yeah, it's probably a really good idea. That's how I should get through the massive quantity of open bottles on my shelf. But I just I can never choose. It's that I'm paralyzed by choice.
It's a hard job sometimes. We get so much whiskey just to try. Our livers hate us for it, but it's the job.
Yeah. There's going to be like a series of people all getting liver transplants at the same time. It'll just all be us.
All right. Well, from memory, the software allows comments to be shared. So if you are watching the live stream and throw your comments up, bits of worthiness, we'll share it with everyone else as well. But please tell us what you're drinking at home, and I think we'll kick off into tonight's agenda.
Yes.
So let's kick off. So for those who aren't aware about, earlier this year we started our own loyalty program. It's called TWL Rewards, or the Whisky List Rewards Club, and the whole premise behind it was we wanted to make the loyalty program that we've always wanted as whiskey drinkers, and it's been designed by whiskey lovers for whiskey lovers, and it's just jammed full of perks. Chris and I, we just keep adding more perks to it, and people loving it. And tonight we kind of wanted to take you through what are some of those perks, and including probably the most favorite one, because we've really stepped up our giveaway perks this year. So we've been doing giveaways since 2016. I just checked, we've given away 108 bottles this year so far.
Take that, Oprah.
You get a whiskey, you get a whiskey. So, it's a bit ridiculous, but that's just one of the cool perks. I'll quickly highlight some of the features wherever this tab is. So the first one is first access. Jump in the queue to all these special releases, whether it's the latest single cask releases from Glendronach, the highly sought after Springbank releases, and everything in between, our flock shots and whatnot. There's always some special bottle. All our reward members always get first access to it. So that's probably one of the favorite perks that people love. I won't go through all of them in too much detail. We've got a page. I'll share the link a bit later on as well. But this is kind of the summary. So, Emma, I think your favorite perks are the free shipping, yeah?
Oh, it's so good. Like, if I didn't work for the company, I think you guys get more perks than I do sometimes. It's very good. But the always free shipping is so good because, you don't have to think twice when you're like, oh, okay, I've bought a bottle for me. And then you're like, wait, a friend wants a bottle, or, this would be a perfect gift for someone. You can just oh yeah, I could just make another order and I don't have to worry about, that extra charge of shipping. I can just make that choice easily. And yeah, it's super, super convenient.
So that free shipping's on with just the Whisky List shop. We obviously have the marketplace, so that's with all these other retailers, independent retailers we work with. But with the Whisky List shop, you never have to pay for shipping again. You can order one bottle and then 10 minutes later order another bottle, and then 2 days later or later that night order another bottle, and we will not charge you shipping. We basically will just combine the order in a 12, 24-hour period just to kind of save the I guess carbon footprint on our side basically, but otherwise, yeah, you don't have to pay for shipping again. Some of the other perks are obviously the sales as discounts. We'll talk about the giveaways in a minute. The first access, you earn points for every dollar spent, and then that's just redeemed as store credit. And then for anyone who signs up today, we're actually doing a $20 welcome credit offer as well at the moment this month. So yeah, jump on and take advantage of that. The other cool perk that we built in recently that we only launched from memory June, July, it's been a few months already, but people are loving it, is this personalized whiskey dashboard. And rather than kind of talking about the little screenshot I have here, I might actually show you my dashboard and then take people through sort of my whiskey experience, if that's okay, Emma.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so let me share the link as well so people can start joining. So you can see here that this is my dashboard. You've got your points balance, wallet balance, lifetime points as well. Obviously, you've got a referral code as well if you want to get that extra credit. It tells you your savings for the year, whiskies rated, added to collection, all that sort of stuff. We have a monthly and an annual plan now. So the monthly one gives you access to all the perks, including the monthly giveaway. The annual plan actually gives you one additional perk, is for every bottle you buy, it creates a tally. And then when you reach that tally, in this case, 60 bottles, we'll just send you a $250 whiskey as a thanks just for, reaching that tally. And for a lot of whiskey lovers at home who buy regularly from us, this is just another cool perk that we've added recently that people are loving. And some people, we're running out of tiers. We need to add another one soon, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. I think my favorite part as well is that we do kind of like a Spotify wrap up at the end of the year. So we'll be collating the data for that in a couple months, but we do this like wrap up, and it shows you like how much you saved across the year, how many like virtual tastings you attended, how many bottles you bought. And we love to shout out the guys who like attended the most virtual tastings and stuff like that. And we love to really see your milestones, and you get to see your milestones of interacting with us and the program and all that good stuff.
Yeah, our goal with the Spotify Wrapped is, last year was like a little screenshot of your profile. We want to build it into your dashboard. It is kind of our long-term plan. So you'll log in and it'll kind of do the entire wrap for you and create a cool little video, and all your stats kind of showed up for the year. So if you do have any ideas as well, send them through to us. We love adding more features. Cool. I've got our first comment. So thank you, mates, for joining. I know you went with a monthly. Give it a go. See how you like it. Some people switch to annually even after a couple of weeks. So, but welcome to rewards, mate.
Yeah.
Before we jump into some of the other perks, should we announce September's prize, I guess, and tell people what it was, first of all, if you missed it?
Yeah. I think obviously tell people about the gloriousness, and then we can do a little drum roll and announce the winner.
Awesome. So I recorded a quick video. For those who don't know, Glendronach last year launched their 50-year-old edition. So we've got a tiny little sample in this gift pack. It comes with 4 other Glendronach samples there, about 50 mils each. And then just because we could, and we love giving away whiskey, we actually threw in 1 full bottle of each of the 12, all the way through to the 21. So one lucky winner is walking away with that bottle tonight, just by simply interacting as a rewards member on the site. You don't have to buy to enter this. You could just rate a whiskey, for example.
Yeah. Ollie saved this video so that he can pretend they're all his later.
It's just very, very cool.
Super special. I think it's really cool as well. Glendronach's one of the kind of first distilleries to have a 50-year-old core release coming into the market. We'll see more and more over the next couple of years, but Glendronach's like ahead of the curve, on top of it, and one of my all-time favorite distilleries. So supremely exciting for the winner.
Which will be, drum roll, please.
Leo Hassler! Yay!
I think I've got a little.
Oh yeah, a little bit more background noise.
Huge congratulations, Leo.
Massive congrats. I think Ollie's got it written there, but Leo won with just 30 entries into the draw. Most of them were probably virtual tasting attendance, but yeah, it's absolutely exciting, and I'm sure they will be well enjoyed. Everyone will become Leo's best friend as soon as they arrive.
Oh, that's the best thing about giving these whiskies. We know people are just going to open it and share it. We recently did our Lucky Dips as well, where heaps of people who are just regular buyers, and also some new customers who's only first time buying with us, they all got upgraded to Laphroaig 18s, Laphroaig 25s. Was it Paul who got the Laphroaig 34 as well?
Paul Field, I believe. Yeah, super special.
We love giving away whiskey here at the Whiskey List. That's one of our favorite parts of our job is, and then hopefully you guys get to drink it and enjoy bottles that are a little bit sometimes out of everyone's reach, but that's half the fun, right?
Yeah, I think that's like the most important part for me, is that at the end of the day, we love whiskey and we love sharing whiskey, so we want to be able to do that with you guys.
All right. Well, we talked about entries, and Leo won with just 30. Shall we quickly cover how Leo actually gets an entry?
Yeah, so that everyone can get an idea, get a feel for how to enter the next giveaway.
So when you join Rewards, you automatically get an entry each month. That's just automatic. But then you can add extra entries on top of it by just interacting with the website. So as I mentioned before, it's as simple as rating a whiskey, adding a whiskey to your collection. We've got 56,000, maybe even more, 57,000 reviews now on our website. So outside of like Whiskey Base, which is European based, I'm pretty sure we have one of the largest ratings of whiskey databases in the world now, and that's just some feedback we've collected from using the app in the shows and just on our website. So well done to you Aussies who are building this massive collection of whiskey data, and that helps us then point you in terms of recommendations. Our recommendation engine's always been built on the quality of our data, so the more you contribute to it, the better it's going to be. But yeah, when you're getting your entries, interacting with the site, obviously buying tasting kits, going to our in-person events, whiskey shows, tastings, buying full-size bottles, you can see the value of entries per. You get more rewards, obviously more entries for the sort of higher tiered stuff. Something we've added recently is interacting with our YouTube channel. That's something Emma and I are going to be doing a lot more into the coming next 12, 18 months, is just building that YouTube channel. We feel like there's a lot more around video education and whiskey that people are just keen for. So keen to explore that, and obviously referring a friend to join Rewards gets you those extra bonus points. So yeah, good luck to everyone for October's prize, which we're very excited because we've never done this before, but I might hand it over to Emma to take us through that.
Yeah, so this month we've actually got a choice. So previous months, this is the whiskey that for the giveaway, but this month for October, Spooktober, we decided that you get a choice of two different ones, which are absolutely exceptional whiskeys. And I think it's great because it gives you the option for like something peated or something unpeated. But yeah, first option on the left is the Hakushu 18-year-old 100th anniversary bottling from this year, single malt. So many words. But yeah, so this is the classic Hakushu 18-year-old. It is a peated malt. It is lightly peated. Laphroaig is heavily peated, but it's cask aged, so it's softened down. But yeah, the Hakushu 18-year-old bottled for the 100th anniversary, and absolutely spectacular. Hakushu is obviously one of the earliest distilleries in Japan. It's based in the Yamanashi prefecture. So the 100th anniversary editions were to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Yamazaki. But then Hakushu was opened in 1973. But why just limit fun releases to one distillery? So it is absolutely incredible. There was a saying back when I worked at Whiskey and Helmet, anything Yamazaki can do, Hakushu can do better. So I have to say the Hakushu 18 is one of my absolute favorites. I think it hits that lovely point before the 25. So I mean, it's such an exciting whiskey for option number 1.
Emma, just before you jump into option 2, I was going to say in the comments, tell us which one you at home would choose if you win this prize. We would love to know. We feel like this is going to be quite a decisive or divisive mix in for people.
Yeah, 100%. Please let us know your thoughts. Yeah, the Hakushu 18 was one of only 5,000 bottles crafted as well, so super limited. I think it only just landed in Australia at the beginning of this year or earlier this year. So really, really exciting stuff. And then, yeah, option number 2 is the Laphroaig 34-year-old Ian Hunter book number 5. Again, a mouthful. I like that we've chosen specifically wordy whiskies. But yeah, so this is part of a series of 30-plus-year-old Laphroaig single malts that were bottled in honor of the former owner, Ian Hunter, who operated this distillery throughout the early to mid 1900s. Ian Hunter's great, but in my personal opinion, he's more famous for hiring one of the greatest women in whiskey history, Bessie Williamson. Smart man. But yeah, and he really set Laphroaig up for an incredible legacy, even obviously before Bessie joined the company. But he really put in the building blocks for Laphroaig to become the absolute incredible powerhouse it is today. This is book 5. It's the final installment in the series, so maybe we'll see a Bessie series after this. And at a whopping 34 years old, it's probably one of the most impressive Laphroaig single malts that you can get your hands on from the distillery. Exceptionally rare. And as someone who some of the guys watching might know, I'm not personally a massive fan of Laphroaig. It's probably the one I'd want for my collection, so I'm really bummed I can't win it. But yeah, I think the Laphroaig 34-year-old is just so incredible, so exciting. What would you pick, Ollie?
Oh, we were chatting about this offline before. This is going to be an incredibly hard choice. I always go for Isla, and I don't know, part of me is just saying I've had some incredible Japanese and that, I don't know, the subtlety, just the, they craft such an excellent spirit. I'm actually genuinely torn. I maybe just because I've had access to so many great Islas, I think I'd love to try the Hakushu 18. I've never had this one before. I've had the Yamazaki, I've had a few others. But that's just maybe just my own personal preference. But the comments are coming in. Before, Emma, you tell us which one you would pick, I'm just going to highlight a few because it's great coming in. So Paul says unpeated every single time. Tom's hard choice, mate. It's so hard. What's Ross saying? Hakushu, we've got a vote there. Frog from
Froggy.
Nick. Emma, why is it nickname's Frog for Laphroaig?
Mostly because Scottish Gaelic is the worst. I have decided, as someone who regularly has to explain how to pronounce Bunnahabhain. But yeah, I mean, gosh, I was even mispronouncing tomatin up until recently. Scottish Gaelic is hard.
I get Ardbeg all the time wrong, and people tease me for it, so it's fine.
Yeah, people are like, there's no second R in Ardbeg, and I'm like, yeah, but there's a second R in February. So I say them the same. It's fine.
No, good to see you, mate. Pretty tough, but I reckon the Hakushu. I think Hakushu's in front.
I think so. It looks like. Yeah.
I know. Tom as well. All right. I think Hakushu is edging out in front now. Terence with the 18 as well.
Yeah.
I love Emma. I can't keep up with these comments. They are flying in. Gio, amazing prize. So hard to decide, mate. You got to pick one. Glenn with the laugh, and here we go. Guessing the laugh would be too strong on the peat.
I mean, yeah, most likely. It's really hard to tell because I've tried, like lightly peated whiskeys where it was old and it still retained that saltiness, but like probably the most comparable I've tried is I tried a Kalila 34-year-old and it tasted like biscuits fresh out of the oven. So I think you're going to still get that smoke, but it's going to be more like a baking cake situation rather than, well, I suppose Laphroaig is very medicinal. I personally have not tried the Laphroaig 34, but the Laphroaig 18 is one of my all-time favorites, so I'm like a bit more age on it. Probably not going to go amiss in my books. I think it'll probably get either from all the indie bottlings of Laphroaig I've tried, it'll either taste like lovely baked biscuits or it'll taste like watermelon candy. And they're really rare, really weird, and really hard to find. But the watermelon candy Laphroaigs are my jam.
All right, you've convinced.
Yes.
So cheers, taking the Laphroaig. Emma, do you have the ABVs for both of these handy, or quick Google if not? I've had a few of the batches of the Laphroaig 25s, and some of them have been quite peatier than others, and others have been quite light on the peat with the age. So I'm guessing generally it's going to get lighter with the peat. But yeah, keen to win it, mates. Please let us try it as well. I'd love to try this one.
Yeah, so it looks like the Laphroaig book number 5 is 45.5% ABV, and the Hakushu 18 is 48. So you got a few more ABV points on the Hakushu, but I suspect that 45.5 is literally natural cask strength for that Laphroaig, I assume.
So. Yeah, it must be. All right, well, I think that kind of wraps it up. The last thing I just wanted to say is reward members, we've even just crunched the data, like in 6 months, like all the perks from the welcome credit to start earning points. Like if you buy whiskey semi-regularly and you may be part of other clubs, groups, you have a favorite retailer, like this is just another way to actually save in this economy. People, start making savings, and that can contribute to, future bottles. And then, there's always a chance to be upgraded or win, an amazing bottle. So that's kind of all we wanted to summarize today, really part of the rewards program. And that's the link. So $20 welcome credit. Just visit Whisky. So WSKY.me/rewards.
You had too much, Ollie.
I had too much already. It's Friday night. I'm off the clocks already, but if there's any other final comments, thank you very much for listening to Emma and I. We will, if you like these live streams, we'll definitely be back. We'll draw the winner
you in October.
At the end of October will be the deadline, and then what kind of month are we? We're in a 31st month, so the 1st or the 2nd of November we will pick the winner, and then announce it, and most likely jump on another live stream. So look forward to that. And then we need to find a bigger and better prize. Obviously, escalation on prizes is a thing, and people go, you did well last month. What else can you do? So yeah, we've done Springbanks 18s. We've done rare bourbons. We've done Macallan blends. All kinds of stuff this year already. So we'll find something definitely in the warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll hunt for the coolest, funnest stuff and share it around with our gifts. I wish I could enter.
Chris just messaged me. For those who bought the Laphroaigs and Yamazakis this week, the stock has arrived. You guys bought a lot, so the warehouse has had extra staff, and they're just packing them and getting them out the door. So our apologies for the delay. It's just it's been a bit of a mission, but we are getting that stock out to you all as quickly as possible. So thank you, Terrace, and everyone else at home who bought some. They are on their way. We promise that you'll get them soon.
They are. Our warehouse guys literally just sent us a photo of just piles and piles of boxes. So it is on its way to you, and yeah, getting to you as speedily as we can and safely. But yeah,
All right.
thank you so much, everyone.
A few more comments come in. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Gio. And thank you, Tom. Enjoy your Friday nights, everyone, and happy long weekend for those who get one. And we'll see you next time.
Catch you next time. Bye.
Cheers.